But anyway, like that happened. I'm kind of over it. I have this computer now, which is way better than that one anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, but since then I've had I think even during then I had a craze of doing it. I had a craze of backing up everything. This is the perfect spot for having a picnic. Won't you join? Sure. Because when I had that computer still, we ended up getting... I still have it here, but unfortunately I gotta get it repaired. It broke. It's been broken for years and I haven't had the time to go and figure out if there's something in the area that could actually work. So pretty much we have a external hard drive. It's a Western Digital one, if that helps. And it's a 4 terabyte external hard drive that was very strange, in my opinion. It needed to be plugged into the wall, then plugged into a computer, which is very interesting to mention because I actually have an external hard drive that I think is now busted or is now dead. One of the two. One of the two things. That has the same capacity, but yet it doesn't need to be plugged into the wall. It just needs to be plugged into the computer, which is very interesting. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is that, like, for some odd reason, that one has to be that way. Like, it had to be plugged into the wall for some odd reason. And it kind of got me very confused. It's like, okay, why does this one need to be connected to the wall to be connected to the computer? Like, I didn't get the concept, though, that, like, the hard drive requires so much power that it needs to be, like, drained from the wall kind of thing. Like, it needs to be getting power from the wall. So I was like, why does this hard drive, like, why does this thing need that? Like, that's weird. So I ended up, using it a lot. You slipped? Okay, whatever. So somebody wanted to watch, I think, a TV show or something like that I ripped from a DVD and I threw it onto the drive just out of the, like, because at that given time I knew that CDs were very selective. I actually did need to do that because I had a CD that I've had since I was a kid. Dilly. Lumber is rough enough, but somebody's got to do it. If you want to help out on these smaller trees, we'll scythe her and I hack away at this large one. And then this is as far as you can go, kind of thing, after you're done chopping down these trees. Thanks for helping me out with these trees. I really appreciate the help. And apparently if you do that, you get a little bit of karma, which is really good. It helps you out a lot later on. And that's it for this. So I want to go back to that route. But first I want to explore the little river lake thing over here. Ooh. Dragon gem, nice. So yeah, so if you're... Ooh, okay, I dig this, alright. Chandevor Zatvor. No. Zorovor. Better choice. Yeah, boy. Found us. Yep. Oh, it's only 1v1? Alright. Nice spot. Yeah, I'm having issues uploading videos, so I'm trying to fix that. So yeah, so like, somebody wanted a TV show from there. I was gonna give them, I think it was like a season or 2 or something like that of the show. It was a family member, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And of course, the way that they had their, I think it was their laptop being in something else, it was such a weird position. Can't be Irene and go unpunished. Okay. It was in such a weird position though that I had to place the external hard drive on like a ledge of like a table kind of thing, because where they had their laptop was so weirdly placed. And so what happened is that as soon as like I adjusted the laptop slightly to make the cable loose, it actually tightened and pulled the external hard drive instead of doing what I wanted it to do, which was loosen so that it would have more, I would have more of a maneuver around it. So it fell and it hit the ground, and I think I heard a crack, something like that maybe. You sure we're mean to my little sisters. Because I think that's because that's exactly what happened. I don't know if I heard a crack or not. So after that, they were like, okay, I don't want it anymore, kind of thing. Like, I don't want to deal with it anymore. It's like, okay. So I go back to my computer. I plug it in, and it still worked for a little bit, I think. And then, for some odd reason, I couldn't access anything. And I heard something tick on the inside. Can't believe we lost. Yeah, so I heard something click on the inside, and for some odd reason, I couldn't access my games, my files, or anything like that. The only thing I could do was that I could copy the folder names over, but I couldn't access any of the files on the inside. So after that, I unplugged it, plugged it back in, thought that it was a thing, and then that's when I heard the little ticking thing inside. And so I went to pretty much the computer expert in my family and asked what's going on. I'm confused. So he asked me like what happened. So I explained, and he goes, "Okay, so you broke your hard drive." He didn't tell me how. He didn't tell me what was broken. He told me though that like, well, first of all, he told me though there's only two ways that a hard drive can break: through software, where Windows can't access it for some odd reason, or hardware. So it's like, okay, so I want you to try this. So he asked me to try some things, and I tried them, and none of them work. Yeah, I want to see if I can get that TM. Do you have fly? You don't have fly. Now I'll just move to the war. Yeah, so like I ended up yeah, so as soon as I got that, I was able to quickly find out though that like what it actually was a hard drive issue. So after I watched a lot of YouTube videos, I think it was around this time. Yeah, it was like around this time, I ended up finding out though that what could have happened is that the reader head for how a hard drive reads the information that's on there could have been what was broken. Because apparently that part is very, very fragile. So, pretty much that's exactly what it was. What I believe it's what happened. This is the item, okay. Guess what you're getting, Age of 4? You're getting... Oops. You're getting Flash Cannon. Yay! A TM that you should have learned right off the bat. You know what? I'll keep Togavor in here for now. I mean, if it fills all the criteria, it's just it doesn't have the right typing. Because it's Fairy Psychic instead of being Psychic Fairy. That's fine. As long as it has Gardevoir as the body, it's fine. And as you can see, it is the body, so... And I'm only just gonna do it for level ups. Just so that way though, like we're putting experience somewhere. So we're just gonna continue onward. We found a Credilli here, so what else can we find? A Scyther and a Feebas? Hey, give me a Feebas. And I'll be happy. Anyway. So what I believe, yeah, so that's what I believe is what happened is that the reader head broke, and that's what I keep thinking is ticking around in there is that because it has nowhere to go, because obviously a hard drive has to be fully enclosed with no way for anything to get in or out, kind of thing. It's stuck in there, and it's clicking on everything, right? Because it has nowhere to go, and because obviously something's spinning, because that's how your data actually gets read and written in there. So guess what happens? So while it's spinning, it's causing this thing to bounce off the walls and the ceiling of the top of the drive kind of thing. So it's causing issues. So yeah, I could try and see like I have the drive here. I don't know if I have it opened enough that I can actually like take a look and see if I could like put any hard drive in here. Oh, it's open enough I can actually take a look. I think this was because I didn't know if I could like back here in a second. This thing has a cache? Huh. Who knew? Can you even take this out? Hang on. There's a screw here. I've installed a hard drive before, so it's not like it's... I have an idea, although I'm not surprised that this actually flops around, to be honest. It's got one screw that's screwed in. So, if this was meant to be portable, it's not very portable. I mean, even the power is not even very, like, stable in here. Okay, wait. I gotta take a look at what a hard drive actually looks like, because I wonder if that circuit board is what's actually supposed to be on a hard drive, or what's actually supposed to be on the computer. Okay. Because maybe I might be able to use the chassis still. I never thought of it. I never thought of just trying to put a new hard drive in here just so I can use the chassis for now. I think I mostly just thought that like it was designed for that hard drive specifically. I mean, I could just find another 4TB hard drive that'll fit in here. I'm just surprised this thing even has a cache, to be honest. Hard drives usually don't have caches, I don't think. Mind you, 64 megabytes is not a lot for 4TB, but still. Ilex Forest Shrine. It's in honor of the Forest Protector. Okay. I'm gonna go over here. I probably still have the plug cable for it too, so I could definitely use it. I definitely have the cable still for it, but I definitely don't want to use this though, because it's a very outdated I'm just gonna use a, yeah, I'm just gonna use the, like, the tens of super repels that I do have. Yeah, because that's where Shedinja is. Yeah. It's horrible. The Slowpoke well began overflowing and it flooded the entire town. The flood ruined my latest batch of charcoal. At least the Slowpoke seem to be enjoying it. All this water looks like it's all coming from the Slowpoke's well. Wow, Grandpa said I can't go swim with Slowpoke. Why? I've had a bad situation, but thankfully all of our medical equipment still works. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? Yes. Thank you. Hope to see you again. Thank you. Yoan? Do you still sell stuff? They don't even say anything about it. They're like, yeah, the town's flooding. We're safe. It's like, okay, buddy. Bug gem? Nah. We don't need a bug gem. Although that gem is very much bugging me. I know I'm bad. The incident with the well. Disastrous is the only way I can describe it. Our house is the only one that was unaffected. Thankfully. Hello, my name is Kurt, and I obviously know who you are. You're Xilestar, the Kanto League champion, but you came to Azalea Town at an unfortunate time. The Slowpoke's well suddenly started overflowing, and it flooded the entire town. I wonder what caused it to happen. This is very unusual.